Have you ever been told, you can eat fruit anytime you want, it's always healthy? Well, that's not exactly true. In fact, the way most people eat fruit might actually be hurting their bodies, quietly, slowly, and without them realizing. Yes, fruit is full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. But here's the catch: if you eat it at the wrong time, in the wrong combinations, or in excessive amounts, it can spike your blood sugar, cause digestive discomfort, and even block your body from absorbing other nutrients. Think about this. Have you ever felt bloated, gassy, or unusually tired after eating fruit? You probably blamed the heavy lunch or dinner you had earlier. But in many cases, it's actually the fruit, and when you ate it, that caused the problem. The truth is, your body digests fruit differently from other foods. Fruit is naturally high in quick-digesting sugars like fructose and glucose, which move through the stomach much faster than protein or fat. If fruit gets trapped behind slower-digesting foods, it can ferment in your gut, leading to gas, bloating, and discomfort. And it's not just about your stomach. When you eat fruit after a big, carb-heavy meal, your blood sugar can spike much higher than it would if you ate that fruit on its own. Over time, these repeated spikes may increase your risk of insulin resistance, a condition that can lead to prediabetes or diabetes. One common mistake: eating sweet fruits like mango, grapes, or ripe bananas immediately after dinner. At this time, your digestive system is already working hard to process proteins, fats, and starches. Adding a rush of fruit sugars on top is like throwing gasoline on a small fire. It burns out of control. Another mistake: combining fruit with heavy dairy desserts, like ice cream or creamy fruit salads. This can slow digestion, cause bloating, and in some people, trigger mild lactose intolerance symptoms, all while masking the real cause: poor food combining. And let's not forget the timing in relation to your daily energy. Eating a large serving of fruit first thing in the morning can be great for some people, but for others, it might cause a quick energy burst followed by a crash within an hour, especially if no protein or healthy fat is included. So no, fruit is not the enemy. But believing you can eat it any way you want is a dangerous oversimplification. Like any other food, fruit has an optimal way to be eaten, and learning it can make the difference between feeling light and energized, or bloated and sluggish. In the next part, we'll break down exactly why timing and food pairing matter so much, the science behind nutrient absorption, and the little-known rules that can help you get every last drop of benefit from the fruits you love without the side effects. Have you ever wondered why some people complain about feeling tired or bloated after eating fruit? It's not the fruit itself, it's when and how they eat it. Your body is an intricate machine, and the timing of your fruit intake determines whether it fuels you or drains you. If you eat fruit right after a heavy lunch or dinner, your digestive system is already busy breaking down complex carbs, fats, and proteins. Throwing fruit into the mix can slow digestion, causing fermentation in the gut, leading to gas, bloating, and discomfort. Another hidden danger is the blood sugar spike. While fruit sugar, fructose, is natural, it still impacts your glucose levels. Eating fruit on an empty stomach or before physical activity allows your body to use that sugar as energy. But eating it after a high-carb meal adds to an already elevated blood sugar level, which can contribute to insulin resistance over time. That's why some people feel a sugar rush followed by an energy crash. Then there's nutrient competition. Certain minerals and vitamins compete for absorption in the digestive tract. For example, if you pair fruit high in vitamin C with foods rich in iron from plants, it can actually help absorption. But combining fruit with dairy can bind some antioxidants, reducing their bioavailability. So even if your plate looks healthy, your body might not be getting the full benefit. And let's talk about digestion speed. Fruits generally digest faster than most other foods, especially compared to meats, dairy, and refined carbs. If you eat a fast-digesting food after a slow-digesting one, it sits in the stomach longer than it should, potentially fermenting. This isn't just uncomfortable. It can alter your gut microbiome over time. One of the biggest mistakes? Drinking fruit juice right after or during a meal. Juice is essentially concentrated sugar with the fiber removed, so it's absorbed extremely quickly. If you drink it alongside a meal, It floods your bloodstream with sugar on top of whatever you just ate, creating a perfect recipe for energy crashes and fat storage. Even healthy smoothies can be tricky. Mixing multiple high-sugar fruits like bananas, mangoes, and grapes in one drink might seem harmless, but it can overload your liver with fructose. If consumed with other calorie-dense foods, your body can only process so much fructose at a time. The rest is converted into fat in the liver. But here's the catch. It's not just about avoiding bad combinations. It's about finding the best combinations for your goals. Want better digestion? Eat papaya or pineapple before a protein-rich meal. Their natural enzymes help break down protein. Want sustained energy? Pair an apple with a handful of nuts for fiber and healthy fats that slow sugar absorption. The time of day also plays a role. Your insulin sensitivity is generally higher in the morning, so that's the best time to enjoy sweeter fruits like bananas or grapes. In the evening, your body is winding down and your metabolism is slower, so it's better to choose lower sugar fruits like berries or kiwi. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Fruits like watermelon and oranges are hydrating, but if eaten alongside large amounts of water, they can dilute stomach acids, slowing digestion. That's why traditional wisdom in many cultures advises waiting at least 30 minutes between fruit and water. So, the next time you think fruit is always good, remember this. The key is timing, pairing, and moderation. Eat fruit with intention, not just because it's there. By making these small changes, you'll transform fruit from a potential digestive disruptor into a true source of vitality. Imagine this. You've just had a heavy dinner. Pasta, garlic bread, maybe even a dessert. You feel full but happy. Then, out comes a big plate of fresh fruit salad. Sounds healthy, right? Well, here's the problem. In this state, your stomach is already busy breaking down fats, proteins, and starches. Throwing fruit on top creates a traffic jam in your digestive system. That fruit, instead of smoothly delivering vitamins, might ferment, creating gas and bloating. When fruit sits too long in the stomach, it can lose some of its vitamin C potency. More importantly, the natural sugars in the fruit start feeding bacteria in ways that cause discomfort, not nourishment. And guess what? This is one of the main reasons why some people say fruit doesn't agree with them. It's not the fruit's fault. It's the timing. So when should you eat fruit? The best time is on an empty stomach, ideally in the morning, or as a standalone snack between meals. Why? Because fruit digests quickly, usually within 20 to 40 minutes. Eat it first, and it delivers nutrients fast, without competing with heavier foods. Here's a pro tip most people don't know. Combining fruit with leafy greens can slow down sugar absorption, giving you longer-lasting energy without the crash. For example, blend spinach with pineapple and banana for a smoothie that fuels you for hours. That's the kind of combination that works with your body, not against it. On the flip side, pairing fruit with sugary pastries or processed snacks. That's a double hit of fast carbs, leading to an even bigger blood sugar spike. You might feel energetic for an hour, but soon after, you'll be sluggish and craving more sugar. It's a vicious cycle, and the fruit, sadly, gets the blame. And here's another surprising twist. Not all fruits are equal when it comes to blood sugar impact. Tropical fruits like ripe mangoes and watermelon have a higher glycemic load, meaning they raise your blood sugar faster. Berries, apples, and pears, they're gentler on your system thanks to their fiber content. So if you're concerned about sugar spikes, choose your fruits wisely. Think of your body like a high-performance engine. The fuel you put in, and when you put it in, determines how well it runs. You wouldn't fill a gas tank with premium fuel, and then immediately dump in something that clogs the system. The same goes for your digestion. Respect the sequence, and you'll get more from every bite. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, try eating fruit only on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after a meal. Notice how your digestion feels, how your energy levels change, and even how your skin responds. You might be amazed at the difference a simple timing tweak can make. And remember, healthy eating isn't just about what you eat. It's also about when and how you eat it. Fruit is one of nature's most perfect foods, but only if you let it work its magic without interference. Before you go, if you found this eye-opening, hit that like button so more people can discover the truth about eating fruit. Subscribe to Nutrition Decoded Healthy for more. science-backed tips that challenge common food myths. And tell us in the comments, what's your favorite fruit? And when do you usually eat it? Your answer might inspire our next video.